Walk me through that process where in basketball you can declare and like, you hire an agent, go through the process and still come back. Cuz that's something I wish that we had as football players. I think
like, don't get drafted. All right, cool. I'll just go play another year.
I think that's freaking amazing. You can test the waters. You could do the whole combine. I think that would help a ton of people because, I mean, there's guys you see all over the country that they declare and then they could have really used that extra year.
Yeah.
They don't get that degree.
Or they don't declare.
And they
That's like Chuba Hubbard, like led the FBS in rushing yards, didn't declare, came back the next year, didn't really do anything, got drafted.
So imagine if Chuba that year, the running back from Oklahoma State, if he had tested the waters,
first or second round,
he talks to scouts and they're like, "Hey man, you're a first rounder. You just ran a 4.4. You ran for X amount of yards."
Yeah. Right.
So I mean, yeah, you can see it both ways. I think that's an amazing thing that basketball has done.
Nah, definitely. So prior, like I don't know the date, but before you could go all the way to the draft, and you don't get drafted, you go back to school, and then they changed.
It's a great
the rule.
deal.
That was I wish I would have had that,
That's a great deal.
Yeah, well, we didn't. So now the rule is, typically the draft's in June, but this year the draft was July 29th. And so for American, like non-overseas players, you have to decide by July 7th. So boom, season ends. Right. I had a solid year, I would say. I played really well in the tournament, but during the regular season, I had some ups and downs, like inconsistency.
Yeah.
So, but I played well enough in the tournament to kind of boom. And also, I wanted to test the water, just kind of step away from USC and just kind of focus on really getting better. I go. My brother is obviously leaving for sure. Projected top 3 pick or whatever. So, you go through the agency process of finding who. We talked to some big time agencies. All of them were super cool, and you got to learn from that. So, boom, we pick our agent. We go with Wasserman.
It was both of y'all together, right?
Yeah.
That's cool to have a brother going
deal.
through the process with you.
Yeah, no,
I wish that's the coolest thing.
No, yeah, definitely. Typically, I'm the guinea pig, but this time he went first, so it was cool to kind of piggyback and just watch before I go through it. And so we went with Wasserman, found our agents and stuff, and so because I'm testing the waters and not fully committed, there's certain things I can't do, but there's a loophole because I have a brother that's all the way in. So that's why my process was special. So, boom, we find our agent. Agent has a trainer. We're familiar with the trainer. I used to train with him when I was young. Yeah. So we go in Glendale, like 20 minutes from here, and we worked out. Yeah, all summer.
And they do a bunch of NBA guys.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So all the big names you hear from. So from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who's on the OKC leading them, to Jalen Suggs, who's in the draft this year. Yeah. Steven Adams. We had a bunch of dudes in the gym. Dwight Howard came through.
Damn.
Yeah,
he a big guy.
Yeah, huge.
So you're just working out with these dudes.
Yeah, and getting to know them, and all of them were super super cool. Yeah. And picking their brains, and so boom, you go through that, and you go through about 2 to 3 months of just training. But it's cool because for the first time you just do basketball.
Nothing else.
Yeah, I didn't do summer school.
Combine prep, bro. That's what everyone dreams.
Exactly.
It's that 3-month period or 4 where it's just football.
Football.
Exactly. Football. So it's just basketball. Boom. You wake up. My schedule was wake up. We would go about 6 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week. We would go around 9 would be the first workout. We would work out. We would do activation stuff. All the little stuff that you get in college, but you don't really get to get. It's not different. Emphasized, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so, we got to work on our bodies, whatever hurts, boom. Activation, we get on the court for about 1:30. Then we lift. And then there was food right after that we could get, cooked by, chefs. And it's good stuff, healthy for you, but also tasteful.
Yeah.
And so we did all that stuff. Not Lil Galen. No, not from Lil Galen.
I like Lil Galen.
Lil Galen's fire, I think.
People hate on it.
Yeah, I think it's good. 9 times out of 10, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, there's some off nights.
Yeah, but definitely.
Just not
But, yeah. So we had that. I was staying in my brother's apartment, which was in Glendale, 2-3 bedroom. And we're just with all the guys that are all in the same process. So it was 6 or 7 on us, and we're all cool. We know each other from way back. We know little league camps and stuff like that. Mm. And so we just close, and we all have the same goals.
Yeah.
And we're all right there. So we, you know what I'm saying, we all lift each other up. Then we come back to the gym around 8 after just chilling. There's no school, so you do whatever you want. You want to go shopping, you want to go like
Whatever.
just chill,
Yeah.
sleep. You have no responsibilities in terms of like instead of just getting your work. Come back at 8, get your shots, all that stuff, and then and you just do that over and over again. It was super fun. Then like 2-3 months of that, go to the combine, big date. It's an invite only, so like 60 people get to go. This year they did 2, so there's a G League, which is like the development league, and then the NBA combine. I got invited to the main combine. Had my opportunity there. Played really well. When you're there, you do just like you guys' combine. Vert, we do a 3/4 run, which is like our 40.
Yep.
Not as valued though.
What
like
is that? Just across the court?
It's like like 3/4 of the court. You run.
Okay,
You guys do a max vert, like run and jump.
Yeah, you do a run and jump.
They like run and
They
jump.
run. Okay.
They
Run and jump, and then you do
like
a
a
standing
true
vert.
max.
Yeah. It's all.
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
when
say
you're
it's true because like you get 3 steps really to
Oh,
really
only 3 steps.
Yeah, you don't get to like really like
Run.
no,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm wrong.
Yeah, but 3 steps is better than none. So
Yeah.
you get standing vert, so just straight up, running vert, or your max vert. You do like kind of like you guys do with the shuffle drill, like touch, get out.
Okay.
We do that. Same with the same sensors. We do like a box drill. You go in a box basically, like run, slide, lateral, backs, and then you do shooting drills, and they mark you on it, just like passing, catching.
Yeah.
What's the pressure like on that?
It's
Taking those shots, like
Probably
like
so much
can you imagine?
Because that's like pro day if you're the quarterback.
exactly.
You've got scouts and GMs and head
Exactly.
coaches.
This
from
ball
every
better be
sport.
like on the money,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in
So,
the
yeah.
chest right here.
Yeah, so we did it in Chicago at DePaul University, and gym's quiet. Boom, you're up there, and there's only like 7 of you to start to like do each station, and there's like maybe like 70 scouts,
Damn.
GMs, all looking at it, and they all have that poker face. So
Yeah.
like
They're all clipboards as well. They're marking everything
They,
you do. Like
yeah, they're writing it down, quiet, stone face. Like someone will jump like 40 inches, a great vert,
and they'll just
and they'll just like this, like straight face. Someone won't miss the shooting drill, won't miss.
Yeah.
Straight
Just-
face,
yeah,
just
straight.
nothing, like
It's
nothing
intimidating.
impressive.
slow release.
Yeah.
And so, but it was good. I did solid. Like I had my strengths and weaknesses, just like everyone does. But like in my strengths, I excelled. My weaknesses, I did where I wanted to be. They used to have the bench, kind of like you guys have, but they took it out. I don't know if it was because of COVID or just like it's
It's
relevant.
not as
Is it
applicable.
as relevant?
It's not.
I've heard that like if
It's
you're
not.
a basketball player, you don't want to
Yeah.
be too swole because you're
Didn't
gonna affect your
KD
shooting
hit
motion.
like
right?
0 reps or something?
Yeah, he did like one, maybe like half rep.
At
So
what,
185 or
225?
225?
No. We do 185.
Dude, 0
Yeah.
at 185.
But he was like a twig. But also though, like
That's
that's
how
just,
warm-up-
Yeah.
That's good.
yeah. But that shows you right there though, like he did 0 reps, but he was
He's a
second
one of the
because
best
of
ballers
grab.
of all
Exactly.
time. Yeah.
Is it true that it affects your shooting motion? Like if you get too swole, you're a basketball
Oh,
player.
yes and no. Like, cause to an extent, strength helps you control the ball. But when you get too big and like you're not as mobile in that
Yeah.
sense, once you get so swole that you're not mobile,
Yeah.
then that's when it's probably gonna.
He was like a
affect your shot.
perfect size because obviously like
Exactly.
Dwight Howard is swole.
But he's a
Right.
center though. He's not shooting it.
Okay, yeah, that's a
Right.
good point.
But like now in the NBA, like Dwight Howard, you would want to shoot threes. But for him, like once you're like the ball's like your hand size too is like it's like a grape.
Yeah.
And so like you have to have touch. Like you can't just like a quarterback. So you can't if you know you can throw a bomb, but you can't throw a 15-yard in route. Like you're not much to it.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you have to have touch, and you might have to put the ball high or lower or
The
like
bigger your hands, the better for shooting, right? Because that's
Yeah.
how it is for throwing a football.
well for sure. But also it's you have 2 hands on the ball instead of one. The whole motion.
Yeah.
So like if I'm covering the ball like this rather than like here, which is typical, it's because my fingers are so long. It's just gonna be naturally harder for me to shoot. You know what I'm saying? And so
Did you say because your fingers are long?
like yeah, like if they start covering the ball like
dimensions
this.
of your fingers matter when shooting a ball.
Yeah, like so like some people like
Lot to
Shaq,
it.
his hand was
big.
ginormous. So holding the ball like it's almost like if you were to throw like a tiny Nerf ball, it's not gonna be as accurate if you threw a bigger. Does that make
You don't have
sense?
as much
It's not as comfortable in your
Exactly.
hand.
Well, what
yeah,
about
yeah,
Kawhi?
yeah.
Doesn't Kawhi have like the biggest hands?
Yeah, but it's proportion to his size though. Also, like so, it's all those dynamics kind of come into play.
Okay.
But yeah, like if you throw in like a tiny Nerf ball, you could get it to like the vicinity of the area. But like,
I'd be more accurate with a bigger ball.
exactly.
No, we got Shaq. We got Shaq and Kawhi.
Exactly.
funny,
That's
actually.
crazy.
Kawhi's hands are insane, bro.
Are they like the same size?
Yeah, they are.
Kawhi's hands
Jesus,
proportionate
bro.
to his body size are ridiculous.
He's a
Right?
freak, man.
No, definitely. But so like that's kind of like the difference you have. But like back to the combine.
Yeah.
So I went. My first game I did solid. I didn't have crazy stats, but like obviously the people watching you, they know how to play. So it's not a place like it's kind of very selfish in there. So you got to kind of learn how to get it.
What do you mean?
So everyone's watching. You're just gonna keep the ball the whole time, right?
Yeah, like
I'm not passing.
Like,
because y'all are going 5-on-5s.
Exactly.
Well, that's interesting though, because like you want to make the right pass, but you also want to get your points.
Exactly. So you have to find that, but also people like some people forget and some people know, and like this is why some people succeed and they don't. The people watching you know how to play. So like if you're like, say if I'm watching you, you're a quarterback or you're a running back, they know if you made the right read. You might not go get the touchdown, but they know if you hit the gap right or you made that right pass and he didn't catch it, you know what you was doing. You were in the right spot. Exactly.
Cool. Yeah.
But also at the same time, you want to find that balance between getting those receptions, those yards, and also playing the right way. Yeah. So the first game I did a solid balance of that. Second game I played really well. I had 18. The first game I had like 8, 5, 5. I filled 3. Like I filled the stat sheet up, but I didn't have like a dominant performance. Second game I had 18.
That's
like
a lot.
7.
Damn.
3. Especially in that like environment. So it ended up being really well. I got invited to some team workouts then. So I went to Cleveland.
Oh, nice.
Where my brother went.
Y'all did the workout together?
No. He went by himself. Like when you're the higher you are draft pick, like they protect you. So like they don't want you to work out for basically anyone but the top picks. Because the more times they see you, the more they can look at like, oh, he's not good at this. Oh, he's not good at that.
Okay, yeah.
But when they hide you, like all you can see is all the good stuff I've seen during the season, and all the bad stuff I've done during the season, and that's it.
Yeah.
So they kept my brother like under wraps, but I went in. But they also kind of used me to like kind of get an insight on my brother.
Test
like,
the waters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is he an asshole? Is he like?
I mean, obviously you're gonna talk good about your brother.
For sure. But like, and those interviews and stuff, like, it's not
crazy?
like, it's like they ask you hard ass questions. Like say like right now, like since you played at Vanderbilt, like, you played at Vanderbilt? You played at Vanderbilt too, right?
I also did.
So you have to pick, like, and they'll make you name drop. Like they'll be like, who's your favorite receivers since you've been at USC and Vanderbilt, and pick 2, and then if you had to throw one ball to someone on your team for you to not to die, like stuff like seriously like that, and you pick your favorite old lineman to block for you as you get in the ball, or what's your favorite play, or drop a play for me that you think you'll get a touchdown when you're 10 yards in, like you're in the red zone, like questions like that, and it's on the fly. And also it'd be like a setting like this, they try to make you relaxed so you can just kind of tell the truth, but it's like, say we're interviewing you, it's GM, head coach, owner.
Oh yeah.
And they don't sit.
So they ask
like
any
this far.
stupid questions?
Oh,
I've heard them asking like guys like, oh yeah, say the alphabet backwards.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like
or
that.
like,
and if you like freeze at any point, like start again
Or
immediately.
like random ones where it's like if you were a food, what kind of food would you
Yeah,
be?
like, just
they
to see what you would do.
Just to see your reaction.
You said they asked that to you?
Yeah, not those, but those type
just
of
random
questions.
questions. Yeah, that mean nothing.
And they also have like, it was like per interview, like for me, I had like 6 to 8 people in. Like, so you have the team psychologist, those are the psychology questions. And like, they try to throw you for loopholes and stuff, or like, just kind of see how, I guess, like what your personality is. But like, my group, my agency did a well job because we did interview training. So they tell you like how to answer. Like those questions, they just say answer truthfully. Like if you think you're a fish as an animal, like then say you're a fish. Why? But
It's like the finance questions.
no, yeah, and then like they
like Google and like Tesla.
Yeah,
exactly.
stupid.
So, and then I asked you questions like, where are you supposed to get drafted at, or where do you feel you should be drafted at? So like
say number 1 overall.
right. Well, like you're supposed to be confident, but also they want you to be realistic. Yeah, and so like those questions like that, and also if you say like I'm talking to Minnesota, and Minnesota has the 20th pick, and I say, oh, I'm supposed to get drafted 4 through 15, then I say, if I say that, then they feel like, all right, well, we're not going to get you like this because this is what teams is telling you. They're getting insight on about other teams as well.
Wow.
And so like it's very like,
maybe they'll trade up for you though.
yeah, but like
That's a trade-off though. You got to make that decision in your head. They're like, oh, don't worry about it then.
so they're trying to get insight as much as like you're trying to like learn about them. They're trying to learn about you and other teams and stuff. So I went through 3 workouts. They went well.
What'd you do? The Cavs.
The Cavs. I did Atlanta.
Okay.
And I did the Raptors.